Oh, I
That's
love it.
going to town, Mom. You're gonna have to mail that to us, Treen.
I'm
If
going
you'll
to,
even part with it.
but I have to explain each part of it to you though.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Mhm.
So anyway, it says that I love my mom, which of course you know, Mom.
Mhm.
And anyway, on it, it has some of my best memories of the things which I have all these memories of things that Mom has done with me, but these are like some of my favorite ones. So this one first and foremost is she taught me about faith. So that's the first one. And then
Aw.
this one here, it has a little birthday cake and with a carousel on top because when I was really little, when we were really little and it was like my first, second, third, fourth, she used to put this carousel on top of the cake for my birthday on top of the chocolate mayonnaise cake. And so anyway, magical birthdays. I'm very thankful for that. And then here, she taught me how to sew. And we used to make
Yes, me
clothes
too.
together.
Boy,
And
no
then
wonder all those
here-
masks you made too. That helped.
And here where the big pie is, taught me how to bake.
Oh, I'm glad you remember those things.
And then this one is for her unfailing love
Oh,
because she'll never
Aw,
ever
that's
give
so
up on me. She never gave up on me ever.
it was
and
hard.
Well, we
then-
did that once, but we never told you.
No, she didn't. She never did.
Never did. We
And
never
here
did.
she
Neither we
is, my
did.
fearless brownie leader.
Oh. We took on the brownies.
And the part that I always loved most
Dad, you ate the
was
brownies.
our endless tea times. They were very special. And, and so much more.
What's that? Oh,
That is so fun.
And so much more.
Oh, I know.
And there's me and Mom.
That's great.
That is going to be a tough act to beat, everybody.
Glad you went to the stream.
That was a funny
Nice
little picture I did of me and Mom.
We should have saved that
Aw,
for
Hi,
last, Trina.
Mom.
Can I show mine?
All about to do.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Go ahead, Kim. I
Thank
only
you.
think you beat the
Okay.
hole.
Daddy's gonna do one for me next year.
No,
You
you do this
forgot.
while you're
For
talking.
Mom. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mom.
Oh, Daddy forgot, that's all.
That's on. No, I'm not telling without having anything.
Delilah? Delilah.
Somebody talking still? Because I can't see
No.
everybody. I'm sorry.
Hold
Okay.
it up and talk. We're just telling the
So
dog to be quiet.
Mine says creation,
Alexa.
creations
Okay,
in the
this is for you.
kitchen, especially Christmas gingerbread, home magic. Thank you, Mom, for all your ways of love. And Trina, if I could have done what you've done, oh my gosh, I was trying to remember, but always during the holidays, I think the most memorable thing is like you had our whole house from the bay windows to teaching us how to do create magic
Yep, and
Um,
make all those cookies. Remember
and the
fruit we used to
gingerbread and
make?
how to make cookies and then how to do even the flour and salt to sell and make money and be entrepreneurs. Like
Beautiful.
all this stuff. So
My
It looks
turn.
very
Mom,
magical.
for everything. Ta-da!
That's beautiful,
Okay,
Kim.
there you go.
It looks
It's so
magical,
nice to
Kim.
be able to smile, right, Mom? You could see me. You never get to see me. Love you. Mwah. Happy 83rd, Mom. Like I said in my, right here.
Your love is the fabric of our family. Oh, thank you.
Aw.
That's
Thank
true.
Aw.
Another sewing reference.
Love you.
Did
Who's
you make
next?
that, Bud, Danny? Or
Who's
Bud? You didn't, did you?
I could go next, but yeah, it's hard to follow those two, but I will. I don't know how to hold this up. Mine, which is hard to see, which is probably good. I have
Wow.
Oh, fine, look at that.
I just said mom has a way to do everything with love, and I'm just thinking of just more recent times here. Over here is, where's that? My thumb. That's the old little plastic picnic table that they had for the little girls and the grandkids. And I always loved, Mom, how you would just like jump right in there with them. And you got this table that's like 1.5 feet big, and you're sitting on it and engaged with the kids, and you always have a plan. And then this is my little tree with a, you know, when it was Christmas, Easter, Halloween, there would be a hunt in the woods, and there was always something going on, or we'd meet up and you'd have an Easter egg hunt of something special, not just for the grandkids, but, you know, we did that, of course, too, when we were little. But it was just so special, and everything was with love. And I even did a little, like your touches even now, when you give us a card that you so thoughtfully pick out, and then you always have that nice little sticker that you hang. That you don't just stick a check in there, you stick it in there with a very thoughtful little sticker holding it up.
Throw it away with the
Nana
Chinese.
used to do that too.
What's that?
Nana used to do that.
Last so long last week.
Yeah, I love the fact that we have a good trash collection over there in Land O'Lakes. Because they burn every cotton picking thing that they pick up.
I hope
Our
they do.
checks too that we gave the kids.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what the heck Dad's talking about, Mom and Dad
I know
gave,
Beth does.
Mom
We
and
do.
Dad gave some checks to the girls for their work and straight A's and all that business, and
Thanksgiving
and they also gave me, we were just there for the day on Saturday, and they gave me all the Chinese food that we started eating like 2 or 3 hours before that. And so I'm on driving along, and I said, well, I stuck the cards in with the Chinese food because that's all we brought. We had no sleepover bags or anything. I just stuck it in there. It was just me and the girls. Put it in the car. I was like, okay, when I break it out tonight to put it in the fridge, I'll just take out the cards. Well, Dad calls and cancels the Chinese and says, you probably really shouldn't eat the Chinese. And
we all had a little nibble in there, you know, and we didn't want to spread anything.
yeah, so I was like,
Oh.
you're probably right. And even though I love Chinese, so I didn't
Me
bother
too, I
with the
missed it.
Chinese. It sat in the driveway overnight, and then it was trash day. And on the way, it was trash day, and we tossed it in there. And right about probably 10 minutes after the trash man came, I realized that, oh my gosh, I think the cards are in with the Chinese food. So then I had to research how Pasco County disposes of their trash.
It's not good.
Another check.
So they burn their trash, so we didn't have to cancel the checks. So
We hope.
Burn
Remember
it.
that time it sat out on the driveway for what? For a half hour? Who knows who came by?
oh, Coriana's not in the
I'm
picture.
not in the picture.
Why is it
I
on
have
the
to like
mirror?
lean like this.
There she is.
Mom is saying something and I didn't hear you, Mom.
Mom, we can't hear you. Lean in.
Lean in.
I was afraid to cancel the checks because they have a $35 fee for every,
That's what I heard. Oh,
not only that, but that I had given each one of the girls 2 checks. And let's see, 2 checks apiece. And then I thought I'd probably have to cancel one for your, didn't I give you a check too?
No, I didn't get one on the deal.
Oh, that's right. I was saving that for Valentine's Day. I think. So anyhow, I would have had a $70 cancellation fees altogether.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of dreading calling up the bank and telling them. And then you called.
Well, and I caught,
Let it burn, baby,
I
burn.
caught the garbage man on the road because I couldn't get through to the office. So
Wow. So he could have dug through.
so
the garbage
secretly
and
he
gotten
may
it.
have gone.
no, it was the recycling run that day. Tuesdays are garbage, Wednesdays are recycling.
But he could have
Oh,
still
you were
dug through.
talking a day or two later, right?
I
So
mean,
the
I
garbage
guess,
got burnt.
It's a
I
lot of
guess it-
effort to dig through.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think if he did that, maybe he should have earned it.
Yeah.
So, hey, Beth, did you want to add to our plate for girls?
Well, I do. I feel so grateful. We were just talking. I don't even know who I was talking to, but the idea of marrying into just a family that celebrates so well.
Oh, that's
And what a gift. We were talking about our girls and how they've grown up in this family of celebration. And I think that, Mom, you are so much the center of that, of creating magical memories and moments and thematic days and decorations, and you see that all through the, I mean, you look at the artwork that people are making on their plates. That's directly a tribute to you guys and the life that you've built for them, that they've grown up in that environment. So yeah, just feel so very grateful for your life.
Well,
Oh, that's great.
Beth, you're too sweet.
Oh, could I add something?
Sure.
I was
Of course, Maggie.
just Coriana.
Coriana, go ahead, Coriana.
I was just thinking about Nana when Maggie and I stayed with you for a couple weeks and we were like doing all of our homework and everything because we were homeschooled, and you didn't just let us do, you know, just filling out our papers and everything. You wanted to make it more fun.
You
And
should hold up your plate, Jean.
so I remember you had me make like a nature journal, and we went out hiking in the woods.
I remember that.
Found leaves and taped them into the book and everything, and I loved doing that so much, and it was so fun, and that's one of my memories that I have that is one of my favorites with
I'm so
you.
glad you remember that. I forgot all about
That's
that.
great. Wonderful little things. You know, this is a great idea with all the little things coming up. I wish I could tell you about so many million things that made us do what we did and have all you wonderful kids. And it's just every one of you are a joy. And I'll tell you what, the day I met Mom in that little courtyard there in the old art school, my heart leaped so high that we had a lot of standard to go by and love and keep going with each other and do things. And I couldn't do anything half-assed. I'll say it nice and clear. Mom would say, no, that would be nice. We're going to do this thing right. We're going to have, and I'll tell you what, she went through 4 kids in 3 years, was it? Who knows?
No.
Almost.
4
I
kids
mean,
in
and
5
she
years.
was unbelievable. I went to school, you know, did my thing, came home, and here she was wrapped up with diapers and everything else and keeping this one quiet,
I
that one
wore
going.
one on my head too.
Oh, but anyway, it all came out pretty great. Look at us now. Look at this group of beautiful people. You're all just fantastic. And I'm sorry I didn't do up a little plate. I'll do one up late and get it to everybody, I guess. That'll be good. But nevertheless,
We'll have
I'm
another
gonna put
meeting.
everything on that little plate that your mom means to me, okay? And you know that.
Aww.
She is my one and only.
Aww. Aww.
It's so nice to have her feeling a little beat or Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
I would
Next
like
thing
to
is,
say-
Bud, we're gonna send her out there to you to do car driving. You and Jill can take her through the ropes again.
There you go. We might come to you.
Yeah, they come to see us here.
Yeah.
Come over here and we'll do it. We'll pay
Maggie
you for
wants to
being here
say
for a week.
something.
I would
What
like
would
to
it be,
say-
about 3,000 at least?
Maggie, where? There she is.
Anyway,
Nana, you've made so many special times with us, like what my dad was talking about with the scaventrons and everything. What I think of is all the magical, like going to the fairy garden and doing the scavenger hunts and all just like the magical times we spent with you doing art. You're just such a wonderful Nana. I'm so glad I knew you.
You kids have given me such wonderful memories. And so, and I have to, what was going through my mind while you were saying that was when we would take Alex and Jordan and Cammy, out in the woods.
Yeah, we went over Pooh's Corner. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's
what
what
I-
I was thinking of.
And I found I have a silver coin, a gold coin. I left on one of the benches in a crack. And who do you think found it? Of the three kids there, Buddy and Joe, who do you think found it?
Cammy,
Oh.
Cammy.
And who was it found the hat up in the tree? Jordan. That was Jordan, right?
Yeah, that was the pirate's hat up in the
Oh,
tree.
yeah.
She sat down on the bench and she looked up. She said, and she saw it that fast. And that was just the way that Alex, he sat down on
Yeah.
the bench, and put his hand on the bench. And I had actually put that coin
In the crack.
in
like
the
of
cracks
the
of a
wood.
wood. The wood was open from just weathering. And I stuck it in there. You can hardly see it. He sat down and put his hand right on it.
Of course, you know, we were pushing Cammy around at that time in a little machine. You know, she wasn't big enough to be jumping around. But we went back there about 3 weeks ago to see if there was
God, lean
anything
in.
left.
We can't hear you.
We went back to the Pooh's Corner. That doesn't have the sign up there anymore. That's all gone. But they've revised the little thing walk through there. Didn't overdo it. You know, it's still a nice little path, and it's still there. So if we ever get together, we'll take a little hike up there for one day and do that. But there it is, and it's still there. Delilah had a good time running around, just like Sparkles and Pippi used to do.
Speaking of running around in Pooh's Corner, Alex took off one of the times we were out there, and he just took off and he ran
Oh, he
down
went all over
all the trails. Came back, his face was red as a beet, and he was determined to find where the pirates left their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And this was like I had told him about the pirates who had worked there and lived there, and mine was going crazy trying to find where they lived. And he
Oh my God. Thank
he
God
ra-
he came back and someone didn't grab him.
Oh, no,
speaking back, it was a long path, and it was like he he was really all excited about it. So it was funny because that was another time we went there, and the follow-up was there was a pirate's hat, and there was
a gold coin.
and all these things that I had imagined came true, and that had nothing to do with it.
He would never believe it was anything else but.
But then there was Buddy. I love to tell this story. When Buddy was a little third grader. Anyhow, he was a third grader. It was Christmas time. And of course, we used to have little things that we'd talk about at Christmas time. And one of them was that if they'd get to bed early, get to sleep, they might be able to see Rudolph out in the woods, riding through the sky with Santa, because it just so happened that there was a red light that shone in the middle of the night. This is true. They never noticed it any other time of the year, but it was up there, and I'm like, there he is. There's Rudolph. There's his red nose. So anyhow, he believed that. And he was in
I
third
believed
grade.
it too.
Yeah. And he was shocked when some of the kids related other stories, right, honey?
Yeah, I was jumping. Anyhow, he still believed when he was in third grade. And I'm starting to feel a little guilty because the kids are gonna make fun of him when he
Can't
was-
hear you, Mom.
I said he still believed when he was in third grade. And I thought some kids are gonna find out he still believes and they're gonna make fun of him. So I thought I better tell him the truth. So I sat down with him one night and I said, but there's there's no Santa and
I
there's no,
remember this. He was mad.
he
Wow.
was.
Because he
You're
related.
wrong, Mommy.
Tell him.
You're wrong.
Tell him.
I said, what makes you say that? Well, what about when we went up to New York?
That's right.
North Pole.
Yeah, there was a Santa up there with a real beard, real little,
Yeah. Big reindeer.
Yeah,
and
right?
real reindeer.
And also real-
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So anyhow, you're wrong,
Very
Mommy.
convincing.
And then he said, what about the Santa? And he's telling me, I'm like, oh, well, you know, I told him the truth. And he couldn't believe it. It's funny because I was thinking nothing to do with what you kids had planned. But
So,
I was thinking one time about little things with the kids. And he was such, he would take his trucks, you know how girls would take their dolls to bed with them. Well, he would take his trucks to bed with
A
them
true driver's ed teacher. Look at that.
and line them up on the pillow. He didn't have any room for himself. He fell out of bed one time because he just didn't have any room for himself.
He would still rather sleep with his car, Mom.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
maybe in my car. I can tell you how profoundly.
I guess that he liked sleeping with all that metal. It didn't bother him when he got the thumbtack.
Yeah. But still, I remember Christmas time when we'd have our breakfasts, you know, after Christmas. And if you guys were living nearby, you would always bring in that big casserole that you love to do for breakfast, along with all the other stuff. We had such a great time with all that. I always remember that. You had such a good thing. I know mom or dad taught you all that stuff. And that was I always looked forward to that one. We always had more than I needed, that's for sure, all the family. And it was just great. Nice, those great little moments, aren't they, kids? Just great moments.
They were. So many of them, Mom.
Could I just sneak in for a minute? My phone is saying I only have 4% left on my battery. So
Say it, honey.
I'm probably my phone is
Let's get a picture.
gonna die. But I want to just say happy birthday, Mom.
Can we get everyone to lean in? Buy you Chauncey's, or Trina's gone.
What are we leaving
Trina's
in for?
gone. Oh.
What happened?
Kim, can you put that thing back in your hair? It look much more fun than that. Oh, there it is.
It's still there.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right,
she
I'm
went and
gonna-
got the
I'm gonna take a
doggy.
picture. Dad, can you get your whole face in there? Squeeze next to Mom.
My
There you go.
phone's dying.
All right.
Okay.
I guess it's trying to tell us it's time for
All
us.
right.
Yeah, go, take the
Say
picture.
Cheese.
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 Bud, you're not looking.
All right, sorry.
Cheese.
Cheese. I want to get a shot.
All right. Oh, wait a
Wait a
second.
minute,
Wait
wait
a
a
second.
minute.
The
That's a
screenshot
picture.
from before was still up. Sorry. One more time. Beth, you frozen? Everyone smile.
Oh,
Trina.
Trina
Good.
went to the carpet.
Trine.
Trina's dying.
Well, Beth
don't
is
know.
frozen, which is okay.
Don't blow my ear. You did.
That'll be right down your alley, Maggie and Coriana.
Get in, Trina.
Frozen.
Trina, I need you. All right, one more time. Everybody smile.
I think because my phone's dying.
All right, buddy, look up. There you go.
Mystery woman.
All right, got you.
I
Yeah, you were
love
talking
guys.
to me.
My phone's dying.
Homework. Bye.
All right, everyone.
Happy,
Me too.
Love
you.
Happy birthday, Nana.
Bye, Beth.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
See you
Happy
later,
birthday.
Jill and
Love you,
Buds.
bud.
Kimmy. Oh, I'll see
Buddy
you
and
real soon.
Jill still have their plate, Dad.
Yes,
Huh?
we do.
Oh, Buddy and Jill have their plate.
And I didn't know there was a plate again.
Nobody-
So I missed that. Was that a text?
Oh, you can just ad lib then.
I'll give memories. I really did. It's a busy time of the year. anyway, I have so many
Yeah.
great memories. And I remember all the times and all the places we went in out of New Jersey, whether it be to the Smoky Mountains or what's Blue Ridge Mountains and all that time. And I still am amazed that how you guys were able to do all that. But then when I look back, it wasn't just Dad's salary, it was the nursery school, and it was the jobs you guys did on the side and all that stuff that you were able to pull off some amazing trips to Lake George and all the meals that we had. Although I do not ever remember staying in a hotel, so that did probably help a little bit. All the times we had is in our youth and the time I had was really felt blessed. It really helped me as a person to see your creativity, Mom. I guess you're there, but you're here in my camera, sorry. To see your creativity, like everyone was saying, whether when we were working in the nursery school together, I don't know how many years that was. It was when we were in half sessions and I was helping out.
2 years.
With Melvin and company, if you remember him.
It was after our Camp Akanikin, though. She took all the back, everything.
Right.
The nursery.
Yep. So those are special memories of your creativity and just your lovingness and how we were able to collectively put all this together through our lifetime together out there when we were with you. Just still, I mean, I still have great memories of Lake George and all that we were able to do as a family. And so I'm many times envious of you guys and how we're able to do that. Sometimes I wish there was a way to do that and coming up with us too. So you pulled off a lot and gave us a great childhood. I don't know how many of you are on that Facebook page, that thing Growing Up in the Birches on Facebook. I don't look at it that much, but the few times I do, it was a pretty special place. I know, Trina, I know I see you on there. It was a pretty special place where we grew up and with the woods in our back. And so we have a lot to be thankful for both of you. But Mom, I know you were the one that, while Dad was out working 2 or 3 jobs, that where you were that steady, always there, ringing the bell and such, literally. So
It's much better than Michael.
You son of a.
No, that was who? Diane, but that also was Lenny Fiocchi when Augie wandered down and was in the Indian ruins, and she came out with that very same quote. You son of a! He went that way before he was so independent. All the rest of us were hanging around behind. All right, back to you.
Poor kid.
Well, anyway, I thank you guys for setting the example that you did, and it's a tough one to keep up with, but certainly worth trying.
You've done fantastic. Don't give me that stuff. You've kept up with it plenty. We
Well,
love
y'all
all of you guys. The way you take care of your families, just fantastic. Every one of you.
Well, y'all raised some wonderful kids, and I have to second Beth. It's been quite a privilege to marry into this family. So thank you for everything. We love you all bunches.
We're
Happy
glad you're
birthday.
married in. You and right here at this point, you and Beth.
You Beth?
We're Beth. You're all for Jack.
Your food died.
It out. Yeah.
Are you there,
Yeah.
Beth?
Oh,
Just
I
to
think
know if
Beth
I can see it.
I think we lost Beth.
Yeah, Beth had to go. She's helping out with something at the church.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I know Maggie Joy had to get in there.
Well, she had to go do her homework, and Corianne is doing her homework right here.
Ah.
We had a topic, and that was
Lefty.
because of-
Lean in,
Charlie's
Mom.
all
Lean
ears.
in so we can hear you.
I'm
I said
listening.
it was very good we had a topic because everybody could put something into it and talk about it. And we got to plan that a little more often, you know, because I think we were at a loss the last time we all got together. We just didn't know what to talk about, and it was kind of sporadic.
Oh, well, I'm sure Danny will come up with a topic for each Zoom meeting next time.
I know he
He's
will.
he's good at that.
He is. He's got.
We do this with the Heverleys too, and they just basically go around and just give an update of what's going on in their lives, and that's pretty fun
That's
too.
good. That's a great.
That's a good idea, Bud. Very
'cause
good.
That's pretty. You know.
They get put on the clock.
You're not going to want to see me after 2 Zoom meetings though, because it'll probably be the same old each time.
Copy paste.
Us too, Treens.
Yeah.
No.
I'll
that's-
try and come up with some good stuff.
I was evaluating this guy today or yesterday who was an insurance salesman, and I couldn't get a word in edgewise with him, but he said, he kept saying, do you know? And I said, Mr. Anderson, I said, I go to work and I go home. I generally am not out socializing, no, other than the people that I meet here in the driver rehab side, but he was a character. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure you have a lot of characters to tell us about. You should
I
hear the
certainly can.
characters that
There's
Kim
stories.
tells us about.
Yes, I give you some of that stuff. But as far as what Jill said, we're working and going home and working and going home, but we enjoy doing what we're doing. So
Well, and you've got 3 beautiful children that you can always tell us about.
and we would have them on telling their own story too. So that'd be fine. I didn't, like I said, I the first time I looked at your Zoom link was 15 minutes beforehand. So Dan, so I didn't know if there was more that went into it. It's just been that crazy.
You got that well.
And we got a class starting tomorrow and snow coming Sunday and Monday. So that's going to be fun, because that means now we're going to have to figure out how to get the Southerners to make up the classes, because there's no way we're going to have class. If there's anything on the ground, they got to go over 2 big bridges to get here, and they're all coming from the other side of the river because it's their winter break. So
We're supposed to go down to a 0.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
your
don't even think we're
weather's
supposed to do
colder than
0.
Vail sometimes.
I think
I'm
no.
shocked.
We better not tell you what ours is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's not going to be that
You're
bad.
finally
although-
getting the heat zone.
We
No
got as-
bragging, Mom.
We got as low as 32 for about 10 minutes.
Good.
About 3 nights ago.
Well, I get up, I'm on the road by 6:15, and we did have like 2 weeks where we were in the 40s, and about 5 of those days we were in the high 30s. So it was nice.
Ooh, you
And
can
then it
have-
would
I
get to
got
like in
the-
the 70s in the afternoon.
One night about 4 o'clock, you went from 33
Lean
to
in, Dad.
32
Can't hear you.
up to 33.
Really?
Yeah. It got down to freezing and only for less than an hour. And it started going up around 5 o'clock.
And there
In the
was
morning,
frost
5
on all the
a.m.
snow. I mean, all the grass.
We haven't had a freeze like would knock out all the trees and everything else. I hate to say it,
Gosh.
but the Ambroses went down to the Florida that year, and they got froze out. We lost all the orange groves, all went, everything. It was unbelievable.
You gotta go out?
They killed them all. And then when we were there, when we've been here, that it's gotten down, but it's never held up that long. No. Anyway, that's about it.
I'm gonna end the recording of this, but how about we sing "Happy Birthday" to Mom, and then I'll stop.
Hey, Mom.
We can still chit chat, but I just feel like it'd be nice to.
I'm going to have to turn Mom and Dad's computer off because it's the school computer. I'm going to have to start breaking down.
All right, let's sing it
In
and get
about
it
10
over with.
minutes.
Okay, well, we'll sing happy
All right.
birthday.
Birthday.
All right.
Somebody. Who's beginning?
On the count of 3. 1,
Happy
2.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Day.
Happy
Birthday.
birthday. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday.
Happy
the doghouse. All right, Charlie.
His barking at